For the next 3 lessons class, you'll need your exercise book and a pen. I've scanned the text chapter 21 onto the website so you can look at the textbook when you need to, but you'll be needing to do exercises in your exercise books. Make sure you have that for each of these next 3 lessons. I'm on exercise 21C, and this is a refresher from year 11. It's about solving an equation where there's some x squares, some x's and a number, i.e. solving a quadratic. So I'm looking at the very first question in exercise 21C. It looks like this, and to solve this equation you'll note there are 2 solutions, and the reason we learned to factorise is basically to solve quadratics, or potentially solving cubics. And quickly I'll just remind you that's how you would factorise it. And then the 2 solutions here are x equals to 4 and a equals to 4 and a equals -1. Recall that effectively you're having to make each of those brackets equal to 0 and then solving. Okay, so you can have a practice at that if you need reminding. If I look at question number 14, it reads 3 over x plus 1 equals x minus 1. Now that's not in the same format as we just did, is it? So the trick to these problems is to shift the equation around so that it has some x squares, some x's, and a constant, all equal to 0. Otherwise, and then from there you can factorise and get the 2 solutions. So don't need that. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to multiply both sides by x plus 1 to undo that denominator. So the left hand side now is going to read 3, and the right hand side is going to equal x minus 1 multiplied by x plus 1. Now that doesn't equal 0, so what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to expand the right hand side. So there's x squared, and then there's going to be, hey, that's a difference of squares, isn't it? X plus 1, x minus 1, so there's no x's in this expanded, but there is going to be a minus 1 when I expand the last 2 terms together. Those all equal to 3. Then I have to shift 3 to the right hand side so that the left hand side becomes 0. And I've got x squared. Hey, I've got another perfect square here. Sorry, another difference of squares. X plus 2, x minus 2, all equals 0. And then the 2 solutions are x minus 2 and x plus 2. Maybe do 4 or 5 more questions from 21C, particularly those ones that aren't already arranged for you in x squares, some x's and a number equals 0. Have a look at those ones where you need to expand first, for example, and then shift things around, refactorise and solve.